Hi, my name is Kathie Bramm, and you're watching this video because you have searched homeschooling pros and cons. I'm so glad you did. You're doing your research, you're doing your homework. Good for you. I have 6 children. I have homeschooled for 20 years. I'm in my 20th year this year. I have also had some of my children have gone to the public school. So I'm a good one to talk to about pros and cons. I'm going to start with the pros. A very important pro to keep in mind when you're considering homeschooling is that it builds the family unit. My kids, for the most part, have always been together since they were born, and we have homeschooled together as a family unit, and it's drawn them. They are so close. They are best friends. So that's the number one plus I could say, is that it builds the family unit. Also, remember, you are their major influence. You are the major influence in their lives. They see how you act toward them, toward other people, toward in the business world. They're watching you all the time, but you have that influence in their lives, more so than a school teacher who, for the most part, sees your kids more than you do when you send them to school. Also, they learn to communicate with people of all ages, from the very young children in kindergarten and younger all the way to grandparents. They can communicate clearly and precisely to adults. They know how to address an adult. So the communication is very much a plus. Also, typically in a homeschool environment, for the most part, there's no peer pressure. They're not pressured into looking a certain way, wearing a certain brand, wearing makeup, having a boyfriend, those type of things. For the most part, you kind of get rid of that peer pressure that you have in the public school system. And also academically, it's been proven, you can look up the statistics, that homeschoolers academically excel faster than public school children, and even in the private schools. Homeschoolers excel. And you think about it, why is that? It's because you are tutoring. It's one-on-one tutoring with your child. Of course they're going to excel. You are loving on them. You are treating them with respect. Of course they're going to excel in a loving, nurturing environment. Also, you can finish the school year earlier every year. We always would finish in April. We'd be done. Kids are getting out for Easter break or spring break. We're done with school. You can continue on through the summer if you want, but academically, they're excelling faster. Also, there's no homework. My kids never have homework. They love it. And you have extra time for other activities, whether it's sports or, whatever those extracurricular activities will be. And you can take a vacation anytime you want. It's not around the school's calendar. It's around your school's calendar. So those are some pros for homeschooling. Some cons I want to go over. I have 6 children, but I know a lot of moms that have one child, and they find sometimes it can be challenging with one child. But there again, I don't see it as a challenge in a negative way. I think it's a positive way to be challenged, to continually to educate your child, make it interesting. Also, some states, your children cannot participate in sports in high school if they are homeschooled. Some states they can, some they can't. I've homeschooled in a state where they can, and my high schoolers did participate in school sports. And right now I'm homeschooling in a state where they cannot. So you need to check that out. Also know that you will be judged. You may not be accepted, even among family members, your parents, your siblings, their aunts and uncles. They may not agree with what you're doing. And you will be watched. When you tell people you are homeschooling, you will be watched. And lastly, you do need to be a little disciplined. You need to be able to get the work done because you are homeschooling. So there's a discipline factor that plays into it. But all in all, I'm so glad that you are considering homeschooling, and please consider there's a lot more pros than there are cons. So I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoy the adventure. Bye for now.